Hey guys, so today we are going to talk about people, I guess, just stupid people. I mean, I just see so much stupidity on the internet, it's not even funny. But this is one thing that I want to make a video about because I've made videos on gay rights before, and I've mentioned in a few of my other videos that I have some pretty radical evangelical Christian family members that have Facebook, that post very interesting things on Facebook. And the latest thing that I saw that was just amazing was a picture, and I'll insert the picture here, was a married couple. They were saying they're all together in love, and in big letters it says, "Like if you believe in biblical marriage." First of all, I don't think that these people really know what the hell biblical marriage is. You know, the whole having more than one wife thing, concubines, you know, if your husband dies, you have to marry his brother. Women are pretty much treated like objects. Women are they're treated like shit. My favorite part about this whole thing, and the reason why I wanted to make a video, wasn't so much to point out how this disgusts me that she posted something like this and that, you know, she's spreading this hate, and of course she doesn't see it that way, but it's spreading hate. And you know, all the ethical things I have wrong with that, but the thing that gets me the most are the idiotic comments that people leave on this picture. Looking for 20,000 likes and got 209,500. Yeah, I think we got this. Good job, you guys. You just totally, man, you thought you were gonna hate a little bit, but you ended up hating a lot. The next person decided to comment something equally brilliant by saying, "I feel due sorry for all the people out there who, quote, use the Bible to support their lifestyle. Wow, what a mistake you're making. Gay marriage is wrong, period. God made man and woman. Adam and Eve were the first humans on earth to get married, not Adam and Steve or Eve and Martha." I mean, it's funny, but it's gotten to the point now where I'm just like, really? Really? I mean, I've already covered this in my gay marriage video, the whole Adam and Steve thing. I've never heard Eve and Martha. That's a good one. That's a good one. But if you know, are a religious person, then you probably believe that God created everyone. So yeah, God did create Adam and Steve and Eve and Martha apparently too. And stemming off of that, we have the next amazing quote, and they said, "God created Adam and Eve to be together, one man, one woman. There's no other. If there is, it's a perversion. How would there be babies born? God is good." How would there be babies born, guys? I mean, homosexuality makes no sense, because how would babies be born? I don't fucking know. And the best part about this, God is good. And then of course there are some people, and I was tempted to do this myself, but there were some people who commented and tried to explain the idiocy of this post and explain what biblical marriage actually means and explain that they can't use the Bible as a basis for hate. And then in response to some of these comments, someone fired back with something so intelligent I can't even begin to describe it. "Please don't attempt to use the Bible to further your political agenda. God clearly spells out that homosexuality and any other sexual impurity is a sinful act, no matter how you spin it. I don't care what your political opinion is, but don't put words into the mouth of my God." Don't put words into the mouth of my God. Are you kidding me? Someone is sitting there trying to point out the Bible and not ignore the parts of it that you're trying to ignore, and by that they're trying to use it to further their political agenda, because, you know, Christians don't ever do that shit. They never try to use the Bible to justify their positions on social issues or to further their political agenda, right? No. That's all the people who are actually pointing out what the Bible actually says and analyzing it, and not just taking it for what they feel like is convenient for them at that point in their life. No, those people are the ones that are using the Bible to further their political agenda. Oh, and here's another good one, and I'm going to read this the way that they typed it, because I feel like people, you know, a lot of times they'll use capital letters to make what they say sound so much more profound and intense. But sometimes people have really just, they either write their entire post in capital letters, so it feels like everything they're saying is like this, and it's really annoying and hard to read because I'm used to reading things like normal people. And then you see all these capital letters and it's just like, ah. But then there's some people who capitalize the most random of words, and it just makes no sense. So I'm gonna read this the way that they put it for the extra dramatic effect. Here we go. "My only issue is that sex, or whomever you had sex with, used to be a private matter. I don't care, straight or gay, who you sleep with. It's really none of my business. And if it were kept a private issue, none of us would have anything to say, one way or the other. And please believe, right or wrong, we all will have to deal with the wrath of God. So I will pray and leave it in His hands." Now that, my friends, is one powerful post right there. You know, if you really don't care about what other people are doing in the bedroom, then maybe you shouldn't be at home praying about it and thinking about it. And you shouldn't say things like, we'll all have to deal with the wrath of God. Because that's kind of implying a judgment. Whether or not you think it is, you're saying, oh no, I'm not judging you, but God will judge you. I'm sorry, that's a cop-out. You're judging. If you really don't care, then keep your mouth shut and learn how to not type things randomly in capital letters, because that's really annoying. And you know, as ridiculous as that sounds, it only gets worse. This next comment, oh my God, like the thought process that some people have, I feel like my cats would be more intellectual. Pedophilia is illegal. Gay sex isn't. Confused, apathetic face. I don't even know what to say to this. Like, pedophilia versus gay sex. Consenting adults on one hand, molesting a child on the other. Oh my goodness. How did I not make that connection before? Fucking faggots, please kill yourselves. Y'all ain't okay in the head. How can you pass up on pussy? How can you pass up on pussy? Dykes are okay though. Smiley face. Yeah, that makes total sense. You know, if you are gay, you should just go kill yourself, unless you're lesbian, because that's kind of hot. Because you don't want to pass up on all that pussy. You know, I think I've given up on the human race, to be honest. Like, people sit there and they think that they're like this superior, intelligent being. But I mean, people are just a bunch of fucktards. Like, I don't understand how people can be this stupid. And they don't care. They don't look past one step. They can't see 5 steps down the road. They can't see how what they're saying has negative consequences. They can't see how hateful sayings and hateful beliefs and attitudes towards groups of people can cause them to commit suicide, can cause people to, commit acts of violence, and just, it doesn't produce anything good. Not everyone in America is a Christian. Not everyone in America needs to follow Christian rules, and I just figured that, since we have that whole free country thing going, that most people could have, enough brain cells to realize that, but apparently we don't. So yeah, I consider myself to be a pretty open-minded person, but, whenever it comes to certain things like being discriminatory towards people or, hating a group of people, I just have no tolerance for that. So if I come off kind of harsh, it's on purpose. Aside from that, I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And if you have any questions, make sure to leave it in the comment section, and I will see you guys next week. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.